To begin, I get all of my supplies ready. My cup for my water, my paper the size that I want it. I get out my brushes and the paints that I'm planning to use. I also have an idea in mind of what I would like to paint. However, almost always, my idea takes a turn somewhere along the way. Today, my idea is that I will be painting some poppy flowers. I hope you'll join me. I am starting my painting on a hot press watercolor paper, and the watercolors that I'm using are the Lukas Aquarell Studio watercolors. As you can see, they are pretty messy because I've had them for quite a while. You can see here that I have finished with an initial layer of watercolor, and I'm going back in a second time to darken up some places that I would like to add a bit more vibrancy to. As you can see, I am now taping the corners down to the table where the paper had begun to curl after the painting was dry later that day. After I'm sure the paint is thoroughly dried, I am going back in with a fine liner pen to do some sketchy outlining around my brush strokes. I love New Year's. I love a clean slate, a fresh page. I love imagining what I can accomplish and dreaming big. I love watching YouTube videos of people starting a new journal or planner and getting everything set up for the new year. I love setting up my own planner with wildly misguided expectations of myself and what I can accomplish. I love to create resolutions like floss every day, only to fail by hour 48 of the new year. It is just now 2023. I have made my resolutions and set up my planner and journal. But this year, I'm interested in a different idea. Breaking the illusion of perfection. The future in my head is perfect. Even with my catastrophized thinking, the future is perfectly the way I expect it to be. But this is rarely, if ever, the reality that comes to be. No matter how much I plan, scheme, and orchestrate, the events I imagine occurring, and even the things I plan to accomplish, don't quite go to plan. Or if they do, I'm somehow still disappointed because I don't feel the way I was supposed to. I think that perfection is an illusion for me that gets in the way of my mindfulness, presence, and even my appreciation for what is. This year, I'm focusing on the idea of breaking this illusion. I have big goals, don't get me twisted. I plan to read 50 books, create an online presence for my art, develop my backyard into a garden wonderland, and initiate a daily yoga practice, among other things. But instead of letting myself be bombarded by the magnitude of my dreams, I am tacking on a task to my daily or weekly to-do list to help me step toward the goals I want to reach. By breaking down my goals into to-do today sized items, maybe I'll get them done this year, or maybe I fail, but I will be glad that I did some work towards them for my own sake. This one step at a time idea isn't novel or in any way original, but I think I have underestimated its power. By concentrating on today and what I can do for my big goals now, I will be making progress. Even when the end of the race seems out of sight, I know I'm on my way. We're all just floating through space on a rock anyways. This layer of paint that I am working in now is the Lukas Cryl Studio acrylic paints in titanium white and vermillion. I mixed a combination of those two to make the pink color, and then the solid white and solid red colors you see me applying now are the paints just as they are. obviously, we cannot forget the most important part, tiny moons.